I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's January 16th, 2026, and this is your weekly update.
Good morning, Quincy High. I'm your anchor, Michael Merrick. Today's day 2, and this is your weekly update. Now let's get into the news. This week is Meet and Greet Week, where it's all about connection, inclusion, and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Whether it's saying hello to someone new, introducing yourself to a classmate, or helping someone feel welcome, small actions can make a big impact. Let's take today to continue to look out for one another, build connections, and make our school a place where everyone feels seen and supported. It all starts with a simple hello. Seniors and juniors, if you received a wristband in your homeroom, here's a challenge for you. Take that wristband and pass it to an underclassman, someone who you don't usually talk to. When you do introduce yourself, and simply start with hello. If you want to be a part of the Save Promise Club, help create a safer, more connected school, and join the Google Classroom. Did you know that the QHS 2026 yearbook has been on sale? You can currently get the yearbook through a reduced price of $85 through Jostens. Snap a photo of the QR code located at the entrances of the school. Don't miss your chance to buy this book before the price goes up. Seniors, Legacy Studios will be coming to QHS for senior portraits. The final sessions will begin on February 4th, 5th, 17th, and 18th. Sign up now to book your senior portrait session. See the yearbook, Google Classroom, or Class of 2026 social media accounts for more information. And also see Mr. Doucette in the arts wing with any questions. And finally, as we head into the long weekend, here's a look back at the childhood and upbringing that shaped Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. into the inspiring civil rights leader we celebrate to this day.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice.
We all know who Martin Luther King Jr. is and what he stood for, but what exactly led him to become the civil rights legend that he is today? When King was just a boy, he would often play with a white boy whose father owned a business across the street from his home. When the boys went off to school at the age of 6, MLK had to attend a school with only black children due to segregation, while his friend went to a different school with only white children. This put a distance on MLK's relationship with his friend, which would continue to fade, and after the white boy's parents forbid MLK from playing with their son, telling him that "we are white, you are colored," which was a turning point in his childhood because he hadn't been subjected to racism before. MLK would later open up to his parents about what happened. His parents would then teach him about the history of slavery and the ongoing history of racism. After learning about this, MLK Jr. felt resentment to hate every white person. However, his parents were against that, as they were Christians, reminding him that it was his duty as a Christian to love and care for everyone. Sometime later, MLK Jr. was with his father at a shoe store. The clerk would tell him they needed to sit in the back, and his father would tell him, "We'll either buy shoes sitting here, or we won't buy shoes at all." Before leaving the shoe store with his son, his father then told him, "I don't care how long I have to live with this system, I will never accept it." Seeing his father stand up against segregation and discrimination really resonated with MLK, as in 1936 he would lead hundreds of African Americans in a civil rights march in City Hall to fight for voting rights. This was only the beginning of his fight for equality. After this, he continued with his crusade against racial injustice, getting a lot of attention. This all took part in Dr. King giving his now iconic "I Have a Dream" speech in front of 250 million people on August 28, 1963.
Sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today
And that'll wrap us up for this week. Until next time, I'm your anchor, Michael Merrick, reminding you to think for yourself, work together, share with the world, and be aware of yourself and others. This has been your weekly update. Roll hats!